Good morning. The time is 8 a.m. Weather conditions clear. Temperature 31 degrees.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Good morning, and welcome to the Good Morning Net on the W9DOR repeater, located in Sebastopol in Door County, Wisconsin, with a frequency of 147.210. This net meets Monday through Saturday at 8 a.m., also on Sunday for an informal net, all for the purpose of friendly conversation amongst all licensed amateurs. We want to say a warm hello to our listeners and encourage you to get a license and join us. Your net control this morning is Thomas, KC9 LN Zulu, Kilo Charlie 9, Lima November Zulu, and I am located in Kewanee, Wisconsin, where the current temperature is about 31 degrees, no wind, and a blue sky for a change. A few quick reminders. This repeater has a 3-minute timer, so please keep your initial transmission below this limit. Longer transmissions are encouraged during the comment section. I encourage you to record who is before and after you also. Also listen for the reset of the repeater before beginning your transmission, so it will fully reset before you begin. I will pause now so you can hear that reset. Emergency and priority traffic may break into the net at any time. I will pause now for any emergency or priority messages for about 5 seconds. All right, the Apophis asteroid, 370 yards wide, visits Earth every 7,500 years within 20,000 miles. The satellite, or the probe OSIRIS-APEX, has been reset to study this. Japan's Moon Sniper lander has reached its lunar orbit. Science is saying that the aroma of rosemary can improve brain function. Research has found that treating seeds with ethylene gas can increase both the growth and the stress tolerance on plants. NASA Observatory captured a cosmic Xmas tree cluster out there. A 25-year-old celestial map carved in stone was found in Italy. And just the local news, in my 2 walks a day for the last week or so, lots of worms have been seen on the sidewalk. Last one I'm sure nobody wanted to hear. But anyway, we will now take any short time stations. We will pause for those who will be in and out, not available for the whole net, or will shortly be out of range. Please come now.
UPE. ECHOLINK from Shore Acres, Texas. Good morning. Alpha Bravo 9, November.
What I have so far is UPE, ARZ, and then since ARZ is on ECHOLINK, you go ahead and take it first, then turn it over to UPE, then over to NN. Good morning, Kevin. How's travel?
Yeah, good morning. This is K9 ARZ. Good morning to all here. In Shore Acres, Texas. We're as they're clearing right now. They're just kind of, giving them that much jump back. My car is kind of wet out there. Probably like 20, 30 degrees. I there. Anyways, yeah, we'll drive around. Then I get a picked it up. Friend of mine on who left in the morning after rush hour and then came back in the evening after rush hour. So was able to through the highway with some much difficulty that day. A friend of mine was staying at the house that is celebrating the birthday. So looking forward to that. friend got together with when we lived on the same floor of a dorm at the University of Wisconsin there. So anyways, just to commemorate the occasion, nice morning, Wisconsin trip there. So anyhow, yeah, should be okay here weather-wise next couple of days or so. Sounds like pretty good into the 60-degree temperature range as the day progresses. So with that, send it over to UPE, even though I didn't hear on my that mine had a double or something. So go ahead, UPE, pick it up. This is KA9ARZ. Good morning.
Thank you, Kevin. KA9ARZ and the group. This is KD9UPE. Getting ready for going for a visit with family and a brunch this morning. So we're checking in early, and we'll be out of here early. Won't be here for the whole net. So wishing everybody a very good day. It's pretty quiet out there today so far while I stepped out. Not much wind, and so therefore it feels kind of nice out. So with that, then we will send it over to John, AB9NN. This is KD9UPE.
Okay, good morning to everybody on the Good Morning Net from John, AB9NN in Westery, Beulah, Michigan, northwest Lower Michigan, straight across the pond from Algoma, 9 miles inland. And yeah, got an S9 on the repeater this morning, so that's a good thing. Much stronger than our old Crystal Mountain repeater that just got repositioned in the Beulah area. I get about an S5 on that local repeater, so that's kind of disappointing. And we're hoping that'll get put up on a taller tower at some point. But that's still in negotiation, so we'll see what happens down the road. Currently 37.3 degrees with a north wind at 0 miles an hour, and looks like we don't have any precipitation currently in far western Lower Michigan. There is some precipitation going right up I-75, looks like, on the radar map. And solar flux index has ticked down a little bit to 154, so that's not a good thing. Have to go to a funeral today for a former co-worker. He died very young of a heart attack. He was hauling some heavy bags up a flight of stairs, and just collapsed and couldn't be revived after very numerous attempts to revive him. So sad day for us in Beulah today. And he was a good guy. It was always fun to be around. So he'll be missed. With that, back to net control from AB9NN. John in Beulah. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, all of you have a good day out there. I will now read the list off of ECHOLINK that I've seen so far. K9GU, F4GVO, G1AEU, and KB9DIP. We'll come back to you in a minute after I pick up all other VHF stations. All other VHF stations, please come now.
This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo,
KA9BXG.
DC9 KMA.
KB9GEA.
AG9B.
KB9GEA with a question of the day.
GDA will get back to you in a minute as soon as I read off the list. I've got WAR, BXG, Bob, you sound like you're on an HD, KMA, GDA, and AG9P. Is there any other VHFs check-in? GDA, go ahead with your question of the day.
This easily may have been a question, but the most useful gift you've ever received for Christmas?
I missed the word.
Pretty good. The most useful gift you ever got for Christmas. And I'll chime in there real quick with mine. When I met my daughter for the first time when she was 5 months old. And I'll just leave it at that. All right, we'll head back up now to K9GU, then F4GBO, then G1AEU, and KB9DIP, and then you hand it over to WAR. Good morning. GU, take it.
Good morning to all. This is K9GU in Appleton in here, where the sky is clear for once, which is very good. Temperature is 32, barometric pressure 30.03, humidity outside 90 here. So the sky looks pretty clear, and I don't really see much of any wind right now. No rain at all right now. We don't have any big plans right now or this morning, so I can't tell you too much about what we're going to be doing today. I think later on this morning, mid-morning, we'll have a meeting in here with several other people in here. That will be interesting also, but I can't tell you much about it right now, about what's going to happen. It will be pleasant, I'm sure, about that also. So no big plans otherwise, and I'll pass it on to what I believe is I copied the station in here, but I didn't write it quite clearly. I'll pass it to the next station. This is K9GU. Good morning to all, and I'll keep listening here.
For GVO, take it.
Thomas. Very good morning, Jerome. Good afternoon from Northeast France. This is Fox for GVO. Very happy to be with you this afternoon. I do think this is my last time with you this year because next day I'm not sure I will be able to be. I can't do the Goodmorning net. Anyway, with the condition are pretty good here. 52.1 right now. Little bit cloudy, sunny. Yes, we have sun after 2 months, more than 2 months of rain and rain. We have at least 2 days of sun, and we are expecting a little bit more sun for next day. But the rain is coming back, and we are expecting snow for the first years of for the next days, for the first days of the next year. Yes. So the condition will be changing as usual here. But anyway, it's very hot for the season in December. I can't remember this kind of weather condition so hot for December. Anyway, the question of the day, well, I don't remember any usual plan for Christmas, but anyway, I'm very happy to spend my last Christmas day with my lovely one, so that's for me. Back to Alan, Volta 1, Alpha Echo Uniform, this is Fox for GBO. Good afternoon.
I'll do what I'm up there. Oh, good morning, everybody. On the left is this gold one. Over at the wheel room in Southwestern England. Where it is a thermal day. The wind again has mustered 49 miles an hour. It has moderated now to 31 miles an hour. But it is the heavy rain. Our stretch up will be located in England with our flooding. But it is even more in central England and in Scotland, where the winds are much higher. Many trees down and roads down and trains cancelled and all the rest. It's not the day to go anywhere really, unless you have to. And also talking about floods, there are floods along the rivers in Holland and Germany. So they are suffering with the rain as well. So, over here, Larry. See if you can come up to zero news after my miserable report. K9DRB, over here, get Alpha Alpha Echo Info.
Thank you, Alan. Just finishing up my plum pudding here. Larry, KB9DIP and Algonquin. Best gift. I guess it'd have to be anything from Santa Claus. You know, anything after that, it's just remembrances, really. You know, I mean, well, I bought myself a car, or I got a bandsaw, you know, all that stuff you buy for yourself. But the first one I got, I guess, this is my first bicycle, because Santa gave me that one, and I really, really, really wanted one. I guess that's it. Life is good on the Radio Ranch South. And over to our pal Artie, K9WAR. Take it away, Artie.
Thank you, Larry. This is K9WAR. Here at Peshtigo, 34 degrees. And during the early mornings, we had a very, very light dusting of snow. It won't be out there very long, I'm sure, but the ground is covered very, very lightly. Anyway, last evening we had a visit from Pete, AB9PJ, from Eastern Tennessee, and he tells me that when he comes back in let's see, April, he's going to set up ECHOLINK on the yo-yo repeater net there. So that was interesting. K9BXG, this is K9WAR. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good morning, everyone. Most useful. Well, I think the ones that I just got is probably the best, but I was a present to myself. That was a 20-volt tool set. But, yeah, we don't have any snow or anything else here. It's 31 degrees, so not bad. Not too much going on. We were down by my daughter's place down in Germantown over Christmas Day. We went down there, and we came back yesterday. I think we got back about 1 o'clock. So it was a nice get-together, and that's interesting that this thing sounds like a HT. I've been using this radio for a couple of days now, so first comment on it. Might have to look at it, see if I can turn down the volume or the mic gain or whatever on it. So not too much else. We'll send it over to KMA, K9DXG.
Thanks, Bob. Good morning to you. Jeff and I vote no change necessary. You sound great, strong, clear. Wouldn't have known it was an HT, so there you go. Here, as Larry says, in the radio ranch, well, here in the coffee room, 30 degrees outside, and Artie, I don't know if it's snow. Here it's a hard frost. All that low fog kept moisture on everything, and the ground is quite, and it really, if you look at other surfaces, there's no accumulation of snow. So we're going with a hard frost. Excuse me. Josh, if you said useful and not beautiful, you'll tell us. This year was the year of replacing old things that are just not easy to use anymore because they're, at least 25 or 40 years old. New Stanley knife, you already heard about it, but Jeff got me a Stanley knife, smooth as butter, to move that blade in and out. And Santa, bought myself a replacement paring knife. It's a good Wusthof paring knife, but of course they are now made in Spain, famous for their cutlery. I mean, really, it's a German knife. Spain. So otherwise, not a lot going on. It's just movies and relaxing and napping and sort of a holiday season. The yard work of Christmas Day is done, so, it's not 50 anymore, so we're not outside. And it's altogether very pleasant. So we hope you are continuing in a sort of a mode of relaxation. Many of you driving hither and thither, so it could be slippery today, I would think. And that's all I've got. Josh, how are you? Enjoying your coffee mug?
AC9 KMA, KD9 GDA. I am very much enjoying this mug. It may be right up there with one of the better gifts I've ever gotten. Terry, I think you need to stake your pants in the ground so you don't blow away. If I heard you right, you're up in the 40-mile-an-hour winds. Temperatures here are 24. And for those who do Celsius, and we have a couple of those on the net now, it is minus 4.4. So I need to try to start converting that every time to see if I can get the hang of the Celsius thing. For me, I think probably one of the best Christmas gifts I ever got, which became pretty darn useful, was my floor jack I got. I had gotten a Craftsman floor jack when I was 16, 17, probably 17. And boy, I've been asking for that for a couple years because I just couldn't afford it. And I got that for Christmas one year. And I was ecstatic. And my parents just didn't understand it. But to this day, I still have that jack. And this past year, I got a bigger floor jack. Just because that one didn't go flat enough for some of these newer cars. And I still use it. That'll get passed down. But that's probably one of my best gifts, I think. Useful, and I look forward to that. Other than that, went down to Green Bay. My sister went and bought a car yesterday, a used car. And so kind of went through that, and everything looked good. 66,000 miles and $20,000. Good gravy. I didn't even pay that for my. Life prices are just crazy. They had a truck on the lot. It's Toyota, and that was, I think it was $1,200 a month, and that just blew my mind. But all in all, got a doctor's appointment today, and I got to start working on this bathroom again. This needs to happen. With that, AG9P, KD9, GDA. Good morning, Damien.
AG9P, console. I missed the net yesterday. It's recovering from Christmas morning. Cynthia said, turn the heat down in the house, and she opened the window and turned the ceiling fans on with all the cookies and the Christmas trees. And we had 8 people here that opened presents for 3 hours. It was spectacular. Let's see, adding to the news of the day, during the Christmas holidays. Just now, the U.S. military released some of its airspace for commercial flights to take the pressure off of the controllers. I looked at World Cruises, 30 of them, and the only one that was sold out is the one that I would want to go on, the Cunard Queen Mary II. Just for you electrical engineers, I know how that ship was built, and the funny thing was the wires in the ship, some of them are 1,300 feet long, and one of the specifications was the cabling had to be in one piece, no splices in between for reliability. Let's see, one funny gift at Christmas was some of the family is going to an island near Cozumel. It's a 4-bedroom place, and the cost is $34,000 a week. You get anything you want to eat, anything you want to drink, any time of the day. Let me cycle this. For funny Christmas gifts, Cynthia announced that we're getting married soon, and it'll be in Texas, and it's going to take a whole week. We'll be driving down there. When you get to Texas, if you're going to get married, you have to wait 72 hours for a cooling off period. They have other reasons for cooling off. And anyways, I wanted to get married at the taping session for Austin City Limits programs. I've enjoyed that place so much, but they put some limitations on getting tickets to that, so maybe we won't make it. She wants to go to another place where we had artists that are famous but just play to entertain, and that's where we might get married. I guess that's enough for today. AG9P back to net control.
Thank you, sir, and have a good day. JC9LN Zulu here. Well, some of the answers responded. I remember growing up as a kid when Santa Claus actually visited our house. I think it was my uncle that was there, my father's brother that was dressed as that, but we didn't know it at the time. But after he showed up and talked to us a little bit and then left the house, my mother happened to walk downstairs in the basement, which I had been in earlier in the day, and all of a sudden she starts hollering, "Hey, come down here quick," and all 4 of the boys run down there, and there were 4 bicycles in the basement. Till to this day, I'm not sure when my father got it down there, but I know he did. The other time I remember is when my little girl, I bought her a tricycle for Christmas, and she would drive it all over the apartment her and her mother were living in at the time, driving her mother crazy. Not that I bothered about that, but she just loved that tricycle, and guess what? It's hanging in my garage till this day. All right, I'm going to pause now and see if there's any other late check-ins out there. Any other late check-ins, please come now.
9 UUB crossband.
All right, UUB, looks like you're the only one out there. Go ahead, take it.
ECHOLINK.
And I heard W3TOS. I just checked ECHOLINK as he was logging in there. You'll take it after UUB.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Good night, UUB. Today's DD day, once again. A repeat of last week. You should hear shortly after, I guess, 9:15. Well, let's see. Yesterday, we had absolutely bought myself for they have a little table for sale over there at Northern School. It was marked down to the third. I think it was a demo. And this week, compared to what I have, I've got one that I use for my fireman. It's a mobile this time. I don't know. Not that hard for you. And this thing goes up. One comes with some 6 inches. And compared to what I had, much more special. And that's all I got to do. It's exciting thing. I got to get even more.
Good morning, everyone on here. Good morning, yes, again. Just get my 2 cents in. For the eyes doing well. Now see some images in it. So it looks like that's doing well. So, otherwise, everything seems to be going well for Christmas and my birthday. In my 71st year here. And sounds like congratulations are in order for Damon. He finally decided to tie the knot again. So this is W3 POS. Back to New Control.
The National Weather Service has cleared all watches, warnings, and advisories.
Well, W3TLS, thank you very much, and glad to see you got the weather cleared out there. Excuse me while I clear my throat. All right, that being said, I'll head back up to ECHOLINK and see if anybody wants to make a comment now. So it'll be, order will be K9GU, F4GVO, G1AEU, KB9DIP, and then W3TOS. So GU, take it if you want to.
Well, thank you very much again. This is K9GU back. Much have anything different to mention right now, and I think the sound a little bit on the weak side this morning in here. There must be something in the transmission in the system, I guess, even though the weather looks good and clear this morning, but the transmission, I guess, is not quite as strong as usually. But anyway, that's one of the changes in the radio system in here. So I don't have much else to mention, and I'll pass it on to LBU. I did not get very clearly to pass it on to the next station. This is K9GU. Good morning to all. All of you have a good day.
For GVO, if you want to take it, go ahead.
Bob, doing my son, I got him up daily before me.
All right, all I heard was G1AEU. I didn't hear F4GVO, so G1AEU, if you want to take it, go ahead.
No problem. So, I've not got nothing to say, really. nice to hear you all. And most of you really be in good spirits. One or two of you getting over Christmas. I hate to tell you this, but you didn't do that after weekend, so you better get the house organized for New Year. Oh, I've been called in Scotland on that day. So, old news, Barry, it's AB9DIP, D1A route.
AB9DIP, do you want to take it? Hey, not hearing him, and I see where W3TOS is off the board here. So, anybody else have any other comments out there? Any comments? Please come now.
Whiskey Alpha Romeo, comment.
VAR, go ahead and take it, sir.
Okay, very good, Thomas. This is Kilo Alpha Niner Whiskey Alpha Romeo. I think Joan is more correct than I am. It probably was a frozen frost on the ground rather than snow. So I stand corrected. Any event, commenting on the Christmas gifts. One that I got this year came in real handy. My son brought some food over this morning, or yesterday morning, and what I got was a bunch of containers to put in the freezer, and we got the freezer completely full of everything. I can't get another thing in the freezer, so I'm real good for a while yet. Back to you, Thomas. This is K9WAR. Good morning, all.
KC9KMA.
All right, KMA, a second. I just want to comment on WAR's freezer full. Yeah, I've got two freezers here, one in the garage and one attached to the refrigerator as normal, and both of those are full right now, too. So I've got plenty of food for quite a while. KMA, go ahead and take it.
Tom, Artie, you mentioned the big gift you had to guess and guess and guess what it was, and you never told us what it was. Another printer? Go ahead, back to WAR.
Yes, that is the gift that I got. They gave me the questions, and I did open the end of it, and I saw Rubbermaid. So I sort of figured that was what it was. Over.
Well, how thoughtful of them to make all of your personal, not even lean cuisines, just delicious cuisine, and I know you will enjoy that. So we've got plenty of that around here. Lots of leftovers parked away in the freezer so we don't have pot roast for 15 consecutive days. Back to you, Tom.
Yeah, it's always good to have a freezer, and I usually buy stuff like bacon or sausage or things like that that's on sale, and I'll freezer it, and then I've got stores in there. And oh, by the way, here in Kewanee, there was a frost. I didn't mention it because I wasn't paying attention too much, but the deck and the grass are all sort of tinted white, except where the sun is hitting now, because it just, about 10 minutes into the net, the sun started coming up over the top of the roof, so it's starting to go away, but yeah, it's some of it out there. And just to let you know, to this day, I still don't know if it was my uncle that came in dressed as Santa Claus, but that was the biggest surprise us four boys, I think, ever had. And then the second biggest one was the bikes that were in the basement. I'm still guessing this day, trying to figure out how my father got it down there, because we were up and down the stairs all day and didn't see it until the nighttime. So that was pretty good. Anyway, enough of my chit-chat. Anybody else have any other comments out there? All right, then this will conclude the formal portion of the Good Morning Net, and I will be returning the frequency to the normal operating procedure. I want to thank you all for checking in, keeping the frequency of the net active. Excuse me, I hiccuped there. And all have a good day. Drive carefully, because the news did mention there might be some slick spots out there. Not like a city in North Dakota where the only people you saw on the road was a guy ice skating, because that's how bad it was. And I've got a whole bunch of errands, but I'm going to try this time to click off the ARRL news after the net is over. So just give me a second or two after the net closes. Everybody have a good day. Drive safely, walk safely, and be careful. I know I've got a few errands to run this morning. KC9, LN Zulu. Good morning to all.